It's boring hearing someone talk about their dreams, so I'll try to make this quick. The first dream I remember when I was a young squidling started with a commercial for a new shampoo which grew eyes all over your face. I woke up and I knew I had to tell my mom not to use that shampoo, but I was too late. She greeted me in my bedroom with 100 smiling eyes. Then I woke up for real, and my mom was in the kitchen eating breakfast with her regular face. No one knows why we have dreams. Like most cognitive processes, we grasp neither the mechanism nor the meaning. Here's what we do know. Dreaming is associated with memory. I'm sure we can all remember dreams which featured elements from the previous days. In certain studies, participants were provided information to memorize or a task to practice, then slept while their brainwaves were monitored. The more often a participant's brain produced sleep spindles overnight, the better that participant's recollection on later dates. So maybe sleep and dreams are a component of long-term retention. That's pretty cool, but not cool enough for our ancestors. Back in the day, people took dreams pretty seriously. But we'll come back to that. For now, let me talk about the movie Inception. Inception agrees that dreams are related to memory. Inception stars agents of espionage who specialize in infiltrating dreams where they can uncover secrets or even implant ideas. The movie famously ends with the main character spinning a top to see if he's in a dream or not. If the top falls, he's made it to the real world. But of course, the audience is only allowed to see the top wobble, leaving lingering doubt. But the main character doesn't mind. He walks off to see his kids, and he doesn't care if they're real or not. This is in contrast to the main character's late lover who jumped off a building because she thought she was dreaming. On that note, what's the difference between dreams and waking life? Well, obviously, waking life is real, right? But what real means, and even just whether anything can be real, are open philosophical questions and probably always will be. Who knows? Maybe she was right to try to leave that dream even if the dream was what we'd call reality. But of course, she didn't jump off the building in reality. She jumped off the building in this movie, Inception, which is fictional. Are dreams fiction? I just told you a story about shampoo that makes eyes grow all over your face. And as far as I know, that's not a thing. Except I did experience it as realistically as if it had actually happened. Isn't autobiography non-fiction? Anyway, let's move on to Paprika. Paprika is an anime movie about a doctor who enters patients' dreams for psychotherapy. In dreams, the doctor changes into her alter ego, Paprika. Is the you in dreams the same as the you in waking life? I'm not sure. I've had dreams where I was myself, a different person, a fictional character, or even just a third-person vantage point watching a scene, like a movie camera. Paprika's climax complicates matters by merging fantasy and reality. Merging dreams with waking life implies that the two were initially separate, but if that were the case, why would the doctor ever need to visit dreams? As a matter of fact, dreams could always affect reality, as this guy can attest. His recurring nightmares exacerbate his psychological conditions. Recurrent nightmares are a symptom of post-traumatic stress disorder. Sufferers are often haunted by memories in the dream theater. I'm sure you've had a nightmare before, maybe you've had the same nightmare several nights in a row, and it made sleep intimidating. This suggests that dreams aren't just related to memory, they're involved in the emotional processing of memory. Then, dreams are actually a method for our brain to shape our ego to suit our world. Maybe the Inception team represents dreams themselves. They seek to implant an idea by dissolving the guilt a man feels regarding a memory of the death of his father. That sounds like emotional processing, right? In case I'm getting heavy, let's look at SpongeBob. In the episode Sleepy Time, SpongeBob leaves his dream and visits the dreams of his friends. Plenty of real people say they've left their bodies during their dreams. Some people take these events seriously and call it astral projection. Some people brush off the notion as hogwash. A cynic might say SpongeBob is just dreaming about leaving his dream, and the end of the cartoon where the neighbors complain about his nocturnal intrusions is just a false awakening. I mean, it's a cartoon about a talking sponge, but humor me here. If the cynic is right, when SpongeBob is walking between dreams, he's still in his dream, but doesn't realize it. When SpongeBob enters a thought bubble, he correctly ascertains that he's in a dream, even if he's wrong about how many levels of dream are above him. So it's a lucid dream. I've had dreams like that. Once, after Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes taught me to play basketball, I walked into an antique store and saw a clock that went up to 13. I knew then that I was dreaming and wondered why Bugs Bunny didn't tip me off. I find lucid dreams illuminating, but a skeptic might say lucid dreams don't exist. They'd say I was just dreaming that I realized I was in a dream. But I'd ask, what's the difference? What's the difference between realizing you're dreaming and dreaming you're realizing you're dreaming? Dreams are where stories manifest and become literal. In a dream, there is no authenticity to split hairs over. In a dream, perception is reality. But if you've watched my channel enough, you know perception is reality in waking life, too. Let me read you this quote from Tibetan Buddhist Tarthang Tolku from the book Exploring the World of Lucid Dreaming. Experiences we gain from practices we do during our dream time can then be brought into our daytime experience. With continuing practice, we see less and less difference between the waking and the dream state. When you realize that everything is like a dream, you attain pure awareness. Buddhists have debated about the mind for millennia, so I don't doubt they've got insight into dreams, but other cultures have valued dreams just as much, if not more. Romans, Greeks, Egyptians, and Mesopotamians all recorded their dreams, sometimes viewing them as divinely inspired. A dream could relate to a person's health, their personal life, or even their government. Hannibal was said to have planned battles and wars based on his dreams. In the Bible, Joseph interprets the Pharaoh's dreams as prophecies from God. When the gods gave advice, people listened. Australian Aboriginals have a 65,000-year-old religious cultural system we often call dream time, but the translation is criticized for not describing the depth and complexity of the belief structure. Dreamtime began with the creation of reality, never ends, and describes our existence as part of nature, from before our birth to after our death. Even if this doesn't relate to literal dreams we have when sleeping, it echoes Tolku's notion of a seamless boundary between our mundane lives and the stories we keep in our minds. And of course, in the present day, dreams carry messages to those who listen. The structure of benzene was conceived in a dream, along with the organization of the atom and a working design for sewing machines. Nowadays, it's popular to claim dreams come from the subconscious instead of the heavens, but that doesn't mean dreams can't be a source of inspiration. I'm sure we've all gone to bed with a problem and found a solution on the periphery of consciousness. When you attribute power to your dreams influence reality using you as a conduit. Compiling these sources from Inception to SpongeBob, I would say dreams are an important aspect of the machine learning algorithm which is the human mind. In waking life, we collect data through sensory perception. In sleep, especially dream-filled sleep, those memories are combined in perhaps random ways. Whether we notice it or not, and whether we believe it or not, these dreams can change our waking perspective and therefore affect our actions. And it probably doesn't matter if you remember your dreams or not. After all, you don't remember surgeries if you're properly anesthetized, but the surgery still happened, right? And storytelling serves a similar purpose. In both dreams and stories, we participate in phenomena that we acknowledge aren't real outside certain boundaries. The way dreams are manipulated in Inception is analogous to how stories take shape. Even imagining a safe puts confidential information inside it to be stolen, just as a writer wouldn't mention an unbreakable safe in a story without it being cracked. Movies, cartoons, comics, and religions are society's dreams, uniting audiences in states of mind and conceptualizations of the world. In a sense, dreams are the biological prototype for media. Storytelling externalizes interior processes. Or maybe I'm thinking about it too much. That's all I do here at Thinkstr. I think I should do another video about data science, but I haven't chosen a topic yet. Maybe I'll compare sentence lengths in a few different short stories. If you'd like to recommend a short story or any other kind of topic, subscribe and leave a comment with your suggestion. Maybe you'll see it down the line. If you really want to motivate me, consider supporting my Patreon. But don't think you need to. I'm having lots of fun making these videos. Sweet dreams!